audio this time, so I'm sure you can hear me. So just give me a minute. We have a severe weather warning for Western New York and for Pennsylvania, more of the northern portion of Pennsylvania. We are looking at severe thunderstorms, a giant line of them, convective in nature, looking at hazards from hail, severe flooding, and possible tornado or two we cannot rule out. I was gonna go over a bunch of the weather maps here. I'm just gonna let them run, let everything just run through. I'll just go through a quick spiel. It's kind of led us up to this moment, and then I'm just gonna depart for a couple minutes. I'm just gonna sit here and do some work. You guys are more than welcome to hop on, ask me questions. I'm more than happy to answer them. I'm going to just do one audio test since the last one I put up there had an issue. So let's just see if it is working. And I don't want to get any feedback, but let's see. Hold on for me. Hold on a minute. Let's see. Oh, it does. It is sound finally. Perfect. Okay. Hi, I'm sorry about that stat from earlier. Okay, so we have severe thunderstorms. If you're right now in the, southern New York, southern tier area, western New York, you're already getting hit with these storms that are coming in. We see them coming up off of Ohio into the Great Lake area. They have tons of moisture readily available for them, and they're going to continue to grow throughout the evening hours. As they hit this region, they're going to boom and get bigger and larger because there is a lot of moisture and a lot of instability that was left over from this morning's systems that passed on through. They were the best alarm clock possible. We have the theta E profiling is off the chart for this time of year, especially in this region. Normally, it's very difficult for numbers to get that high up like this. We also have our CAPE. CAPE is, I mean, all the parameters right now for for severe weather, CAPE parameters, everything is beyond where it's beyond where it's supposed to be for this time of year. Even for this region, it's uh, these numbers you would normally see in the Midwest. You wouldn't normally see them here, but it looks like things are shifting at this point. So we also have the other part that's the shear. I'm very excited that this is actually working. So bulk shear is looking great all the way up to 6 kilometers, which is fantastic for continuing and feeding the storms to keep them long lasting. The depending on the speed, which it looks like the shear profiling is above 25 knots and between 50 knots. So we're going to probably be looking at a bunch of multicellular systems. Got warm and cold air. So everywhere is warm, except for, if you notice, up by the lake. Temperatures will be changing. I'm just going to shut this thing off and then reference it when I need to because I'm playing catch up with it. And I was really just doing a testing with this. And I'm going to be doing another testing. So there's a full disclaimer because I'm going to sit down now and I'm going to um, try to finish a couple more differential equation problems. I'm keeping my eye on the radar currently, and I will actually do this instead. Let me put. Let me do this. Mm-mm. Hold on for me. Hold on. I guess so. Let's do. I'm gonna put. Put on AccuWeather for now. To hear a little bit of the booms going on. I'm gonna head upstairs uh, shortly. Hopefully, like I said, if it doesn't get gonna try the cool little camera too, so we just go straight out there. Severe thunderstorms rumble across the central eastern U.S. this week. Click for forecast. So here is our live radar. Doot, doot, doot. That's where we're at right now, folks. So I'm just gonna put that up really large. Got a nice little looks like a hail core building up right now, which interesting. Hopefully people can still hear me. There we go. Everybody enjoy that for right now. I'm going to be here with you guys. If anybody has any questions, I'm going to put up with a chat too. And there we go. Yeah, you got some large amount of hail about to hit just passed by Batavia. This looks like it's future. Is it future casting? No, it's basically now casting. It looks like. Oh no, it is future casting. There's the now right now. So you have a little bit of the future cast here too, and what to expect. There's an individual cell too that is leading the. Why does it keep doing that? So why do you keep doing that? I'm gonna share it again. Hopefully it'll remain in share. I don't know why it's not. So this is where we're at currently. Oh, my finger. Yeah, heads up if you're in Ithaca, heading out, coming up towards Sydney and Oneonta, New York. You guys are going to be getting a blast of some severe weather coming up shortly here, probably within the next 15 to 20 minutes. So everybody, brace yourselves, take some shelter. Down in northern right now, the tail end here of the hook here. We also have a individual cell that's kind of leading off, heading towards St. Mary's right now. So St. Mary's, look out! You got some severe weather heading your way, so be careful. So yeah, we Jamestown looks like probably around 6:45, 7 o'clock. You guys will be getting the mass center of it at the moment. The individual cells that are passing through Ithaca currently are just about to hit Ithaca, so heads up. That's the leading cell out there. Rochester, you guys are still waiting on things to kick off, and we will be going out there shortly. Down here is very, very interesting. The rotation here, huge hail core over by, it looks like Clarion. Clarion, if you're in the Clarion area, you're getting very, very high reflectivity right now for hail. So take cover. Make sure if you have the warnings out there, or if you have any messages that are coming up on your WEMs, be sure to be out there right now and listening to them and taking the advisories, whichever they may recommend. Yes. So I currently will start doing a little bit more work here. And yeah, anybody has any questions, please, in whatever chat you might be in, whether it's TikTok, YouTube, Rumble, X, any of them. You can put anything in the chat. I'll answer it for you, especially if you're in this area. So please, by all means, I just my whole job is to make sure everybody is okay and safe, especially in this uh, in uh, in this type of environment. So I'm gonna do a little bit of my work here. Just everyone ignore me, and well, nor maybe for the best of everyone's ability, I guess. And trying to see. Oh, I don't think I'm live on the tickety tick tick. Let's see. Let's find out. TikTok live monitoring. I'm gonna find out right now. If someone's in it watching it right now, put something in the chat so I just know that things are. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Well, yeah, you can't see nothing. How's Brockport? Brockport's good. Brockport's about to get smacked. We at the Rochester area, anywhere in Monroe County, you're currently awaiting for the first hit of it or the first wave. Just want to do. Okay, cool. Yeah, so Brockport, you are going to be getting it probably the next looks like I would say 20 minutes. I know you'll start to hear a little bit more rumbles of thunder. I've been hearing a lot of thunder as you know, time has been going in the basement here. I thought it was maybe my dogs running around. So here, I'm just going to go over this one more time, but I'm trying to hopefully get a problem out the way. So right here, this is the now. This is the now where we're at. So that's where we're at now. All right, Brockport, you're probably in the next, I would say about 20 to 30 minutes here. You're going to really start to get some of the ambient weather that's going to come with the system. Brockport, Lockport, or Lockport, I'm sorry, in Buffalo, Amherst, you guys are just getting it now, feeling it. Lockport, you're head of the curve here because it looks like you had already one little blast, and then you had a sneak preview probably a little earlier, around 5 o'clock or so. So stay tight here because it's going to be an up and down bumpy ride for the next several hours. Everything should push through the Buffalo area. Looks like after 9 o'clock. What's up? What do you need? Oh, well, all right. So, yeah, looks like the core of it isn't going to be getting into the Rochester area until about 8:50, 9 o'clock. So it's gonna be a sleep, guys. It's not gonna be um not gonna be a short event here. It's gonna be for several hours. So buckle up, especially this time of the year. Please take these warnings very, very seriously. Uh, so Northville, Indiana. What does Kansas look like? Well, let's see. How's Kansas? Kansas is, you know, Kansas is Kansas. I think they're getting a break. To be very, very honest with you, they're pretty much having a very well needed break from. Let's get into a different radar. Let's see what's going on. It looks like they got some individual cells going on here, but they're getting a break, you know, coming up in the next couple of days. This is like kind of like the tail end, I would say, of their severe weather for the next day or two. You know, this time of year, we shouldn't be having this. We're going to be having snow coming up. A break, a break. We just got snowball hail. Oh God! So we got snowball size hail. So where's that, Eva? I'd like to know where that one's at. That'd be that's great. You know, heads up everybody though for that. Eva, what does Kansas look like? Is that where you're in? You're in Kansas. I'm assuming that you're in Kansas. You have okay. So you have some pretty interesting cells going on at the moment. We want to look real quick here at the map. I don't know what part of uh, Indiana and Kansas are looking at. This seems pre-recorded. It is not pre-recorded. It is not pre-recorded. Okay, so that just smash some likes for me. Okay, because this is not a pre-recorded segment. Sorry, just trying to get used to the new system that they have here for the streaming and whatnot. And my dog. Give me 1 second. with the bone. My dog's playing with the bone, and just she is clawing away at it. So I just figured I would put her back. So back in the other room. All right. Well, Northwest Arkansas looking bad. Northwest Arkansas is looking bad at the moment. We got a bunch of individual cells, a bunch of individual cells. Then we got a whole cluster up towards Missouri, Jefferson City, St. Louis. You're all getting the brunt of it at the moment. St. Louis, out to your east side of St. Louis, Carbondale, Evansville. You guys had a nice little round from looks like some right above Carbondale there. Yeah, you guys had a nice little cell there as well. Pass on by. Yeah, so our cluster right now is looking pretty chunky here in New York. Just we got bad wind, bad hail here. Oh, that, yeah. What happened? Anyone have any tornadoes? I don't really think there were much at the moment, but any reports of tornadoes, please let me know. I would greatly appreciate that. Going to anyone good at order differential equations? Because I'm just going to be trying to get a problem done if possible. I do find this very interesting down here, down in Pennsylvania at the moment. We are looking at my mouse doesn't want to do it when I don't want to. Come on, mouse. Let's just do that then. So right here, individual cell that's looks like right now just passing by Clarion here. Clarion, don't be fooled because you are going to have a second wave that's a little significant for your area. The northern areas of Clarion. It looks like Franklin just got whacked with Zelda I'm talking about. Clarion in the northern portions of the Clarion area. Watch out because you'll be having a couple waves coming through. Quick, short ones, though, for you. So that's good. Wow, that's some strong reflectivity. Yeah, Franklin. Anyone who's in the southern part of the Franklin region in Pennsylvania, heads up that you're getting some very, 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 very interesting reflectivity. Greenville as well. Lots of hail. Anyone in the area, please let me know. I'd like to see what's going on with the if there is actually hail coming out of that reflectivity, and if indeed what it looks like and how large it may be. Will this affect Northern Ohio? Oh, tonight? Sandusky, Ohio tonight? I don't believe we're going to have Sandusky. Let's take a look. Sandusky. Mm-hmm. You're going to have the continuing, like, lingering storms that are going to pass on by here. But for tonight, throughout the evening, Sandusky, let's see where you are. Because it's honestly, I'm going to be very honest with you, just going off the top of my head without even trying to look and find it, it's going to be on and off precipitation for the entire Great Lakes northeast area. Throughout the day, throughout the night tonight, and into tomorrow, it's going to be on and off. Just depending on where you are. Most of the front that's going to come by tomorrow afternoon, you guys really won't have that tomorrow afternoon. That should be coming by in us by our in our region here in Western New York. The Upper Sandusky. I don't know if you're in Lower Sandusky or if you're in Upper Sandusky, because looks like we just had some cells come by a little earlier. Upper Sandusky had a direct hit with just a couple individual cells, maybe the southern part of Upper Sandusky. So I don't foresee the remainder of the evening having much of anything. You might get a early morning passing by thunderstorm, but that's probably what's going to happen. It's probably going to come from this front that will be coming on through later on in the day tomorrow for Western New York, and probably a little bit earlier in the afternoon for the Ohio Valley and the Great Lakes region. It's just heading into Michigan. It's just been a very, very busy and active spring season here. So I am excited to announce and to be pleased is going to probably sit for, yeah, be getting a little bit of rain, and then we're probably going to get a couple waves here. It's just a shame that's going to be at night because I live right up on the lake and be able to check out some water spouts, but unfortunately, you won't be able to see much because I think there's enough warm, moist buoyancy to keep everything stacked and going. I'm not percent sure if it would hold up for that long, but there's enough energy to sustain some of it. But on the ground, this leading, by the way, guys, everyone in Central New York, Finger Lakes region, this cluster here, the leading cluster that's going to be going through Ithaca, is no joke. So if you have gotten warnings yet, please, make sure you take cover and take those seriously. Take heed to that. I would really appreciate it. Thanks for everybody for joining in. I would really appreciate everybody for just hitting the like button, smashing it for me, and be sure to follow because I'm going to be doing this more often. I'm just doing this now actually just as a special occasion because I am in the middle of my semester still, almost done. This is the final countdown, so very excited about that. And I'm not trying to be rude to anybody at the moment. Let's see if my pencil works. But I'm going to try to get a problem or two done before the actual storm comes in because, apparently on this software, I can use my cell phone to be a secondary camera. So hopefully I can bop back and forth. However, like I said, quick disclaimer, if it does disconnect and everything, I will actually just start a separate live stream to show the storm and talk a little bit about the storm and hang out with everybody then. So I'm not being rude, but hey, anybody got any questions or I'll just pop them in down there in the chat. I will try to take a look and answer them to the best of my abilities right now. Sorry, anybody who watched that video earlier. Oh man, I'll be right back. Sorry, anyone who did watch that video earlier because nothing for nothing. There was a huge audio issue, so I do apologize for that. And that happens, and I'm gonna get better at that one because it was such a simple easy fix that was actually probably one of the dumbest snafus I ever had, but nothing, never to worry because we're all professionals here, so that's important. And that's the most important thing, obviously. Well, this, I want to make this zoom in for a sec. It's probably gonna stop sharing that. Yep, that had to pop in. Just try to move my camera down a little bit so I can. Is that my dog? Yeah, it's probably a little bit better, right? You can see me a little bit better. It doesn't really matter. Everyone just wants to see the weather. What the hell's going on there? But actually, what I'm going to do now is shut that off. I don't know why that's still going, but I'm going to plop that back on. Just keep looking at the radar. I'll just leave the radar up right now. I really want me to check anywhere else. About Washington Courthouse, Ohio, Jefferson, Wisconsin, Scranton, PA. Oh, the Electric City. Yeah. Well, Electric City. So here, I'm gonna give you what the radar says here for the Nowcast. You're gonna have a couple of quick boomers come through. You might have two, might have one. It's kind of depends on where this individual cell decides to take itself. If it decides to create some new action down here. However, it does look very concerning because this is this one here is just look at the hook, everything. It's just could produce some interesting rotational wind. We'll just say that up until we need to make a call. I'm just gonna leave that one running for now and see if I can try to get something done. Scranton, Pennsylvania, though. Yeah, watch out. It's gonna be a little bit later on for you this evening, probably around 9, 10 o'clock. It's the springtime, but you know the readily available convective energy is there. Instability will remain throughout the evening time. The wind shear profiling is going to continue to be like this for the entire rest of the evening. So it will be very, very interesting. Yeah, if you, by the way, too, if anyone's not please following the channels, whichever you might be listening on right now, whether it's X, YouTube, Rumble, or TikTok, please follow. I would really appreciate it. I'm trying to really build a following here, and I'm going to really be moving and grooving and doing this on a daily basis as soon as my school is done for the semester and for ever. I won't say forever, but you know, it's gonna be done for a while, which is good because it's time to go into the professional life here. But yeah, so right now, stay tuned. Stick around, hang out for right now. I appreciate everyone hanging out. I'm gonna try to get a problem done or two until I start hearing a rumble thunder. But I am gonna try to test this out real quick. Let's see how this goes. May not let me. That's for screen share. Let's see this. All right, and then let's try. Apparently not. Maybe not. Interesting. I wanted to do it for me. Let's see if it does extra camera. Please connect more input device. Maybe because it is plugged in. Not 100% sure. Had it working before. But of course, as soon as I do it live, it doesn't want to work. But that's all right. That's all right, everybody. I really was excited to see. Try one more time. Nah. Nope. Nope. Yeah, I'm not sure how it dictates when it can pop up and when it doesn't. Apparently, you can use your iPhone through Restream, and you're able to use it as a secondary camera. So it looks like the disclosure I made earlier, where I'm going to be doing a second live, is probably the route that's going to occur, most likely at the moment. So out there, because I was going to try to put the camera for right now up there, but maybe just everyone bear with me one moment. Let me just try to. I don't want to add a screen, but let me. Stop sharing screen. And oh no. No, I don't think it'll let me. That's so weird. Before I started this, it had the option. Maybe like I have to be in my camera? Maybe? Huh? No? Nah, I'm just gonna wind up doing another stream through my phone, I think. It's probably the smarter thing to do once the time starts. Once it's time to do that. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna pop up on that screen for right now still. Anybody want let me know what's going on by them or where they're from, please let me know. I would really appreciate it, and I can let you know what's going on in your neck of the woods. I just still cut my finger open really bad. I'm using my middle finger for everything. I'd show everybody with me using my middle finger right now, but that wouldn't be appropriate and most likely get me banned. Anyone in the anyone watching the stream right now, please, I would appreciate if you could like, subscribe, and follow, so you can get notifications and alerts. Because in a little bit, I'm going to be hopping on, going out into some mess that's approaching us right now. And where I am is, give everyone an idea, right about up here. So we it's going to be very interesting. Looks like we're going to have some pretty interesting, I would say, here in this area. We're definitely going to have some high winds. I would say probably a half-inch rain is going to probably come down by the end of the event this evening. Wouldn't be surprised if we get some hail. I'm not going to say any tornadic activity around here. Very possible still. I'm not 100% going to rule that out, but a lot of the more convective energy to keep that buoyant stability continuing would be more where we looked earlier, and that would be in Pennsylvania. So please smash the like button, blah, blah. And as well, please follow whatever platform you're on. Follow, I would really appreciate it. Trying to really increase following here, and gonna be throwing out some awesome media coming up in T-minus 1 month and 1 week and counting. I guess there's only 3.5 weeks of classes left, but you know, uh, you know, I'm not even paying attention to that at the moment. So that's the funny thing when it comes to school. It literally flies right on by real quick. At least that's what they say. God. Differential equations is. See, the problem is that I'm a little bit of an older student here. This is not my first rodeo. So I have, full-time employment work, actually full-time and another part-time job too. So I work like 50 hours a week, and I don't want to be doing that. I want to be doing this basically all day, every day. So it's very hard and difficult to actually get time to keep the consistency with this, and as well with really mastering some aspects of school with we'll just say differential equations, which makes it a lot more difficult because my attention and whatnot has to be divided fully. So word to the wise, people who are in high school or in college and they're younger, don't drop out unless you need to. Just get it done with. Focus up. But you know what you want to do, don't waste your money either, because I can give you a whole lesson on that as well. So, I would just advise that get it done with before you have a family and everything else, because it makes it a lot more difficult, especially if you're someone who likes to achieve and not just do the bare minimum. So unfortunately, it bothers me more, which stinks. And yeah, I might have to just shut that off though. I guess I'll have to use my iPad. I guess I have to use my iPad right now. That. Ithaca, you're about to get hit right now. Corning, you're already dealing with some precipitation, but don't let when the precipitation lets up in Corning, don't let it fool you, because shortly after that there is another cell that's right behind. That one you probably won't see it coming because it's going to be one after another there. So buckle up, buckle up for that one. I'm gonna put my attention to doing my homework at the moment, but yeah, I will bring on my attention back onto the stream shortly. Someone wants to grab my attention. I don't know. Send some strange gift or something like that. I that would be cool. Send me a strange gift, and that'd be exciting. I don't think I've ever received a gift on TikTok. Anyways, yeah, and then I'll get my attention. And I can answer your question or anything. And for everybody in the other chats, please, you can send in super chat or whatever else you need to get my attention. But I will stop in and check, obviously. We are starting to get some precipitation, it sounds like, which is great. So I might actually just switch over to and then I might just leave because this would have been very, very helpful if the phone thing would have worked because then I could have just left the phone right at the window there, up on the window. We're gonna start getting some rumbles of thunder here shortly. It looks like Brockport, you're getting a little wake up call currently. You guys are getting hit. You guys getting some rumbles of thunder and some good old lightning. So there are some really impressive cells. Elmira coming into your area at the moment. So I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna try one more time to see if I can connect this. But if not, I am gonna let's see. Gonna try to just try this one more time. But no, it won't let me. So weird. Hmm. So I'm gonna start a new stream, and gonna pop right back on, but this time I'm gonna be outside, and we shall. Ooh, that was fun, right? Just whoop, hey, look at that mirror, mirror on the wall, reflect me, so everyone can see me small. That was a really weird rhyme. Anyways, so I'm gonna, I guess, yeah, I'm trying to be a hopeful squirrel to try to see if I can somehow get this to work, and I don't really think I can at the moment. Maybe I'm gonna try one other thing. Just everyone bear with me. Stop doing that, and then I'm gonna also not extend. Sorry. I hate going down screens here, down to 2 screens. So let's see. Have this now. Let's see. Nah. Nope. Extra camera. Try. Would I have to put it on camera mode maybe? No. 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 All right. So I'm gonna exit out of here. Let's see. Local recording. Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna try to just keep it going, but I guess not. I'm going to switch over and I guess bring my work upstairs, and we'll go check out the storm up there. So just be sure to be looking for this part coming up in just a moment. All right. Uh, like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, make sure you're following because then you won't get a warning. You won't be able to find this back. So please follow for me. I would appreciate it. Thank you.